It's our time. Kia ora, talofa. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Fribology Reacts. Sorry I haven't made any content lately. I've just been trying to study OBS and to get the right equipment, the right systems, because part of the vision statement of Fribology is to, look at the discussions of faith that is happening, especially in the Oceania area. So, what's happening in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands, and especially looking, at the Aussies, our Kiwis, and our island people, because faith and theology in this part of the world is something that is very important to people, and especially if you come from the islands, faith is part of our background, and whether it's Christianity or even before Christianity, there was always some sort of faith that was being followed. So hopefully the aim of this video is just to look at some clips here. So we've got a clip of the uso Dave Letele. So Dave is from Southside, and he's making a big difference in the community, whether that's helping through fitness or people that are experiencing financial difficulties. Because man, live in Southside, live in Mangere, live in Otara, Rewa, it is tough, man, like very hard. So one of my usos was part of Brown Bean Motivation. So he was part of the weekly boot camps. Shout out to my man Joe. So today what we're going to do is we're going to react to Dave's theology in terms of not being 10 to 1 Christians, and he has an interview with the Mandate podcast. So shout out to the team Mandate. What's up to my uso Charles? I'm so sorry I lost the second series final. It was my fault. I'm still paying the price for that. But what we're going to do is we're going to react to this video. Let me know what you think. This is going to be my first time. So yeah, let's get into it.
So I've always had faith in God, but I don't believe in going to church. I don't think going to church makes you a Christian. And I went to Papster to do a speech, and I've never been invited back, but I still I still help there. We're feeding maybe 40 families a week with solid Andrew Hoffledge. He's got an amazing story. We help with him, but I went into church and I said, what time does church start? And they said 10 o'clock. What time's it finish? 1. So don't be 10 to 1 Christians one day a week. That's what you do outside these walls. That's what counts. It's not what you do in here. What counts is what you do when you're outside of church. That's what matters. Are you a good person? You don't. That's what matters.
Mandate.
Once again, shout out to the uso Dave Letele and to Mandate as well. Please pray for Dave. I know that he just had to close the food bank. I hope that is correct. So please pray for him and pray for the team, and hopefully they can help others. Now, what I love about Dave and his theology, obviously, as he said in the beginning of the clip, he believes in God. And I believe because of his response to the gospel, he's out there, and he's helping people, to try and better their lives, and that's how he animates his faith. Now, when he goes to Pep City, he talks about not being 10 to 1 Christians. And where I can relate to Dave on this case is, when we go to church or when we go to Mass, we go there, we say our prayers, we receive the Eucharist, we go home, and then we repeat the same cycle again and again. And sometimes we forget, about the people in our community. We can forget about our families, we can forget about our friends, and we can have this type of consumerism Christianity, so to speak, where it's just all about us and we don't care about other people. Now, there's a priest called Donald Galpi. I believe he's a priest, and I learnt this from Arete, so shout out to Arete. And he developed what was called theologies of conversion. So when we respond to Jesus' call to receive the gospel, we assume that we fully convert, but that might not be the case, because in some areas of our lives, we are converted more than others. Now, in Dave's case, look, because he has this care for other people, there's a theology of conversion called a moral conversion. So we can say that he's fully converted morally because, he cares about people. And on the other hand, a person that goes to Pap City or any other church, even in my own church, we could say, we're strong in a religious conversion because, all we're doing is we're going to church, we serve the Lord as best we can. Now, what I love about what Dave says is we can't be 10-to-1 Christians. So we actually have to go out, we have to share the gospel and serve others. So when the priest says, the mass is ended, go forth and glorify the gospel by your lives. And we say, thanks be to God. We're not just saying, yeah, see you, bro, we'll see you next week. What he's actually saying to us is we have to go out and live out our faith, at school, at home, in our communities. That's what we should be doing. And that's what Dave is encouraging us to do. The only part that I differ in terms of Dave's theology is when he says, it's only what counts is outside these walls. It's not what you do here. Now, let me explain this. Now, I've shared it in one of my videos earlier, but now I shared this in one of my earlier videos, but now I'm going to use an analogy just to make it easier for everyone in terms of what faith can look like if you're living it fully. So, when you go to church, when you worship, when you pray, when you receive the Eucharist, that's like if you're a rugby league player and, you're going to the gym, you're doing cardio because you're preparing yourself, right? So when you get out there and you actually play the game, that's the mission, that's the outreach, that's helping the poor, helping others. So worship and mission go hand in hand and we need them both. So that's the only place where I'll differ with the Uso. Look, don't interpret it the wrong way, we just all have different opinions and we will respect that. So look, thanks for coming to Reaction. Shout out to Mandate for putting out some great content. Give them some love. And let me know what you think in the comments. If you've learned anything, feel free to share, subscribe, whatever you do. Merwin, I'll get to that video soon. Now I'm starting to get the hang of this. But may God bless you and have a good day. Choo!